Shalom Israel, this is Shemaiah 1. All praises to the Most High, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahushai, to the Messiah as well. Going to go into some understanding of why Christ, why Yahushai, why he didn't allow the men to stone the woman, which was Mary Magdalene. Okay? So the first thing, we'll start at John chapter 8, verse 1. It says here, Yahushua went unto the Mount of Olives, and early in the morning he came again into the temple, and all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. Okay? In the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what sayest thou? So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to where Moses said this. I'm going to take it to Deuteronomy 22 and 22. Okay, so this is Deuteronomy 22 and 22. This is where Moses said what he said. Okay, so let me bring this out. It says, if a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, it says, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. See that? So this is the way we kept our laws in our own communities in our land. This is how we purge the evil from ourselves. Just like today's time we have prisons. When someone breaks the law of the United States, they get what? Placed in custody, get placed in jail, right? And that's the way they purged the iniquity out of their society. But back then, this is the way we did it, okay? So it said that both of them shall die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. Okay? So you have two parties here. Understand that. So because of the two parties, this is what's going to happen. Okay? And now, this is the law that Moses spoke, given to him from the Most High. Now let's go back now. So, John 8 and 5 says, now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what sayest thou? Okay, so now we know where he got that from. The Pharisees were trying to trick him. See, there were two types. There were the Pharisees and the Sadducees. The Pharisees, one believed in the resurrection, which was the Pharisees, and the Sadducees did not. Sadducees were more political than the Pharisees. Pharisees were more religious. Okay, so we're going to go to John 8 and 6. John chapter 8 verse 6. It says, this they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Yahushua stooped down, and with his finger wrote on the ground as though he had heard them not. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself, and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. So why would he say that? Because from the very beginning, these Pharisees tried to entrap Christ. They tried to entrap Hamashiach Yahushai by setting up this whole conspiracy theory, by bringing in the woman and not what? The other party. So the man got away free. They were supposed to bring both parties. Remember? There was two in the law of Moses. So because there's not a witness to this crime that solidifies the other, Christ let her go. It's only fair. This is why Christ did what he did. So we'll read John 8 and 8. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, because they knew they were trying to set them up. They knew that was the law. It says, they went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Yahushua was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. It says here, when Yahushua had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? You see? She said, No man, Hamashiach. And Yahushua said unto her, Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. So see, a lot of you so-called Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Adventists, yeah, I'm actually throwing your name out there. A lot of you say repent every day, which is true. You must repent every day. But how long are you going to allow that sin to keep going? You're going to sin every single day? You're going to break the law, the same law, every single day? You're going to just do it willingly? This is what Hamashiach knew. He knew the law, but he also knew that you could stop if you knew what sin you were breaking. Okay? So this is a short segment of this, and like I said, this is the basics. So I'll get more into the law a little later, but for now, just wanted you to see this. I'm going to read John 8:12. It says, Then spoke Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. And you remember what Proverbs 6:23 says. Let's get that before I close out. Let's find out what that light is. Why did Yahushua say, I am that light? Bear with me here. Okay, this is Proverbs 6:23. It says here, For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. You see that? Did not Hamashiach Yahushua use the law to judge that particular incident? He used the law. The law of who? The law of Moses, which he received with the finger of the Most High in Deuteronomy. I'll read it again. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So without instruction of what? Instruction of the law. If you don't have the instruction of the law, meaning the understanding of the law, you're not going to find life. So Yahushua came to show us that way. He had to show us because we didn't know how to do it. You see, the Pharisees, they were using it for filthy lucre. They were using the law for filthy lucre. So they didn't really have the understanding of how to use the law. They were crooked just like today's people are crooked, who are running the churches, running the governments, running the cities, the mayors and all that. Because they use the law not as a way of life. They use it for filthy lucre. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. All those who got understanding, I pray that you continue to get understanding, and I pray that you find your way to life. Shalom.